I've read that the chances of a person dying from a bear attack are about the same as a person dying from a lightning strike. I've always thought, though, that if you actually are hit by lightning, your odds of dying from it go up dramatically. The same might be said about the mighty grizzly, an amazing top-of-the-food-chain predator with astoundingly sharp claws, flesh-tearing teeth, and powerful jaws. Your best chance of surviving a grizzly attack is not to have one. When the bear I thought might be Emory turned toward me, I saw two things immediately. First, it wasn't Emory. The black stare from those eyes was entirely different from the warm intelligence I remembered in Emory's gaze. Second, this bear was spooked, as stressed as bears get. And I, of course, was the source of his stress. I heard his teeth clank together like a metal gate banging shut, 3 quick, successive bites at the air that told me this bear felt his life threatened by my approach. His life threatened. Saliva flew. When grizzly bears are about to attack, they drool, adding a menacing sheen to their long, sharp fangs. And, just before they charge, they pound the ground with their feet. I had a canister of bear repellent attached to my belt. My belt was maybe 15 or 20 yards behind me, lying where I'd tossed it. I spread my arms wide, letting the bear know I was just human, nothing to be afraid of. "I'm sorry," I said in a quaking voice. The bear slammed his front paws down on the dirt. I took a slow, careful step backward. A grizzly bear can run 35 miles an hour and can turn more adroitly than a fleeing squirrel. He was 25 yards from me. If I sprinted for the bear spray, I might make it halfway. "It's okay," I said reassuringly, trying to calm both of us. The bear showed me his teeth, snapping them together, saliva flying. "Please." I took another step backward. The bear pounded his paws on the dirt. I inhaled carefully. He charged. 800 pounds of angry tooth and claw came at me with his head low and his murderous gaze intent. "Run!" my inner voice screamed. It was a straightforward attack, swift and silent. "Run!" But I stood, holding my ground. "Hey," I said tremulously, and he was there, right there, so close I felt the blast of heat from his breath as he chuffed at me and veered away. He ran another 10 feet laterally and then stopped, staring at me. They call it a bluff charge. Among bear experts, there's a joke. It's only called a bluff charge by the people who live through one. For everyone else, it's just a charge. A bear feels threatened and he wants you to leave, so he storms at you, makes it clear that this is the one warning you're going to receive. I was backing up, still talking, trying to keep the heartbeat out of my voice. "Okay, easy bear, good bear. It's okay, it's okay." I didn't look him in the eye. That's an aggressive act. My fingers were trembling when I got to where I had left my belt. I unhooked the bear spray. When I looked up again, the bear had disappeared into the brush. Needless to say, I didn't pursue him. It took more than 5 minutes for the wash of adrenaline to dwindle, for my heart to finally stop beating at my ribs, for my fingers to regain enough strength to put my belt back on. I started gathering up my soil samples. That was it for me. I was done for the day. I felt nauseated and weak, sweat trickling from my forehead. If he had been Emory, I allowed myself to wonder finally, would he have reacted any differently? Did I think he would recognize me? Be glad to see me? I sighed, a bit disgusted with myself. Was I a bear biologist because I was interested in the species, or because I was on a foolish, lifelong quest to catch just one more glimpse of the bear who had so completely changed my life? Chapter 1. "What do I do if I'm in the woods and I run into a cougar?" I asked, starting off with one of his favorites. "Cougar," Dad responded, nodding. My stomach tensed. It was my favorite game, not because I really thought that I'd encounter a cougar or a wolverine or any of the other animals I'd ever mentioned, but because of the way it engaged my father. When we first moved from suburban Kansas City to our home both high and deep in the Selkirk Mountains of Idaho, my father lectured me all the time about how the woods were full of predators. But the gravity of his instructions had been drained away after 5 years without incident.